Hi, I'm Dr. Keith Johnson. Let me reflect with you, if I may, on one of these topics that is very difficult for modern man and very common, I found out through a lot of experiences in counseling with people. You happen to be a man marrying, remarrying probably, a woman with a child. Usually the child is adolescent. And this adolescent is very upset with you because you are taking the place of her in the family. In other words, you are taking mom's time and attention away from her or him, whoever it might be, the adolescent might be. Now, usually men can adopt to it a little bit better because men like a man kind of backing them up when they have something to say from a man's point of view. But adolescent girls hang on to their mother, and most of the time, moms encourage that. They want their adolescent girls to hang on to their mother. Many mothers don't ever want to give their children up. And here is another speculative understanding of advice. These children are not yours. They are given to you by God so that you can raise them, so that they can have a good life, so they can raise their children who also are not theirs. Nobody belongs to somebody else. Moms and dads are given to us for guidance and direction. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So now you're living in the family for 6 months to a year. You married her. You're trying to get along with the adolescent girl, or the adolescent boy for that matter. I don't want to leave him out. And you're not having a good luck with it. I want to give you some suggestions. Number one, before you get married, and sometimes you'll hear this too late, but if you can, before you get married, don't become the disciplinarian. Now, Dad, that's a really hard thing to say to you. You want to come into the family, you want to take charge, you were the boss. Well, no, you're not. Especially if you're remarrying and she's remarrying, and the two of you are trying to get together. You're not the boss, you're the partners. You work together. Now, in theory, you may have a final say, but you use that final say for, let's say, your third or fourth shot. You got 2 shots first before you go any further. Back up. Do not try to be the disciplinarian to that mother's child. Well, I know you're trying to be the father, and you're trying to get right in there and be the disciplinarian and guide them because you know what you're supposed to do. Well, no, you don't. First of all, they've had years together. Second of all, they probably came from mom, and she knows how to deal with them much better than you do. So what I'm saying is you need to back up a little bit. You can ease your way in there a little bit, but most of your disciplinarian goes through mom. You talk to her about what you do or don't like or what you think should be, and you let mom communicate it. You let mom deal with all the kinds of stuff that you got to work with. Same thing in regards to dad. If you're bringing in your son or your daughter into this marriage, and she's happens to be single, now it could be on the other side. Both of you may have children, and then you've really got problems. Do not be each other's disciplinarian, or each other disciplinarian for that matter. You guys are partners. You guys work on it together by the very understanding of trying to figure out how to live with each other. If you've got to discipline her daughter, you need to do it through mom, which is very hard to do and a lot of self-discipline. If she needs to discipline your son, she needs to do it through you. Now, there may come a time, and I say may because sometimes this is very difficult, but you have to become mature in it. There may come a time when you have a right to say what you want to say because your relationship is good enough where the daughter will listen or where your son will listen to mom. That takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of trust. And a lot of mistrust has already taken place because the first marriage and the real dad or the real mom has not worked. So there's a lot of question here. Here's the bottom line. Do not try to be the father to the family. Be the husband of the family and the partner, but let mom take care of her kid or kids. If you've got a mixed family, same thing with you and your mixed family. Mom cannot be the disciplinarian. You need to be able to guide your kids so that they know to listen to mom and to do their best to behave, but to understand too that it's a mixed family situation. Dad, back off, relax, let mom handle it. Mom, back off, relax, let dad handle it. Now there's a lot of other things I could suggest to you, like you need some separate checking accounts that you can agree on. You need to be able to have your own money so you know how to work some things, and joint money, of course, if both of you have to have jobs. There's a lot of in-between things in a mixed family that you have to consider and plan on when you're getting to that point. But for now, we're talking about the biggest influence that you've got in dealing with the kids that you're bringing in. Your children are under your guidance, and your guidance should also be to learn to love dad and to take care of him like you do. And dad, the same thing. Their guidance, your kids, need to be loving mom and listening to mom and taking care of her like you do. Now it's just some advice. Take it or leave it. You don't have to do it at all, but you'd probably find using this practical advice, I've learned it from counseling a lot of families mixed that turned out to be calling me up in the middle of the night saying, kid won't listen, the kid's making me very angry, I don't know what to do, I want to discipline the kid, should I discipline him? Well, the problem is, you need to back up, let mom take care of one, and dad take care of one according to what works best. But in each case, your child can be disciplined by you, her child can be disciplined by her, and you need to show self-restraint so that you and mom can enjoy a good life together. And eventually, if you do it right, and a lot of people don't, if you do it right, kids will start listening to and they'll enjoy the happiness in the family. Anyway, congratulations on your marriage. Good luck to you.